Before we get into the video, I just wanted to apologize to everybody that if you were waiting for this video on Monday, I'm sorry it didn't come out until Tuesday, Memorial Day weekend. Just wanted to take a time out to remember my fallen brothers and also fallen soldiers, troops around the world. And also, please, today, Tuesday, June 1st, starts the Let's Talk But No Politics OK toy tournament. 64 toys, uh, 64 toys, 4 divisions. It's the biggest tournament I've ever done on the scale. So please go check that out. That's only on the Let's Talk But No Politics OK Facebook page. And with that being said, let's get on with the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk But No Politics OK presents This Week in History Review. If you're just joining, this is where I go through my weekly today in history, but more pop culture history, just kind of having fun with it. Posts that I do on my Facebook page for Let's Talk But No Politics OK, and just kind of giving you a review of what happened in pop culture past for that week. And in this week, we're working on May 24th through May 30th. So please, if you want to get a head start and see how things are, or maybe you want to leave a comment down below on the Facebook page and I can, put it into this video if you allow me to. I will be more than happy to do that as well. But go check out the Facebook page for other great content as well. And without further ado, let's get started. Today, May 24th, 1997, Bop by Hanson hits #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. This song is, what do you call it? An earworm at best. I'm not going to sing it. I contemplated singing it, as I'm getting prepped to record this, and I'm not going to sing this. This was a horrible song. This was a weird type rock boy band type thing that wasn't very good. I can't even name another Hanson song. I don't even know what they're doing. They were very odd. Not a fan of Hanson at all. I don't know if anybody else was, but I know I wasn't. But I know what this song is, and it is a piece, I feel, of pop culture history just because we're a hit and the earworm value that it has. So, May 24th in 1997, Bop by Hanson hits #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. And next one, here we go. This is better. I promise you this is better. May 25th, 1977, Star Wars is released in theaters, or as we know it today, Episode 4, A New Hope. Nobody knew that it was kind of Episode 4, A New Hope, I believe, back then. But this is the movie that started it all. The fan obsessions, the going to the movie theater 90,000 times just to watch the Death Star explode. If you look at it, I talked about this when I went into when I was talking about the release of Empire Strikes Back. It's probably not the best, but it means the most because it was the first. It started everything. It started you on this wonderful Skywalker path. Back then, the explosions, everything about it, everybody loves Star Wars. Well, I don't know about everybody, but everybody that is into Star Wars knows that this is the movie. This is the movie. You can say Empire's the best, but we all know that this is the movie that started it all. And we have to kind of lay praise to this movie as it introduced you, like I said, into Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Darth Vader in the beginning, Chewbacca, C-3PO, R2-D2, and everything else. This is, especially if we're a kid in the 70s and the 80s. I know the prequels, you could say, well, that introduced you into C-3PO, but those are garbage. Those are absolute garbage. this is the best, and this is what you got to go off of is the original trilogy, not the prequels, not the I don't even know what they call the new trilogy, but that's not even that great either. Uh, but Star Wars was awesome. I remember my aunt had it on tape, so when we were going to her house in Florida, I knew that I was definitely watching Star Wars, and it's always a great time whenever you can watch Star Wars. I love Star Wars. It's the best. But May 25th, 1977, Star Wars is released in the theaters. Let's move on to May 26th, 1907, way back. Marion Robert Morrison, aka John Wayne, is born. I don't know how many kids know who John Wayne is today, uh, but I think, I don't know if I was the only one, but I feel like a lot of people, even my age, know who John Wayne is just because he was. Even if you didn't know who he was, you knew the parodies of, the Hello Pilgrim and the strong Western type lead. Am I a fan of John Wayne? Yes. Have I seen a lot of his movies? No. But you still got to enjoy everything that he does. I believe he was in Sands of Iwo Jima. I've seen some of that. McClintock, saw that. I never saw the original True Grit with him, which I would love to see before I actually saw the other True Grit, I believe with Jeff Bridges. But this guy is an icon. He is if you think of Western movies, in my mind, I think of John Wayne. I mean, even Full Metal Jacket, the one, with Private Joker. Is that you, John Wayne? Um, he, he's what he's what every Western needs, and if he was still around, I would love to see him today. Western. I don't care how old he is. He could play some old cranky prospector or something like that. But he was the guy. The voice, the walk, everything about John Wayne was absolutely amazing. And even if you didn't sit down and watch the movie, he grabbed you into it. And that's why I think John Wayne is definitely 100% pop culture icon for that. And you've kind of reached into pop culture icon status when you've been parodied. I can't even talk, but you know what I'm talking about. And they still kind of use you today. But I wish more kids. I think today. I don't know if any kid knows about it. That would be a great poll. Walk around, ask a bunch of kids, do you know who John Wayne is? But May 26th, 1907, Marion Robert Morrison, aka John Wayne, is born. So let's move on. May 27th, 1995, Christopher Reeve becomes paralyzed from the neck down after falling off of his horse. This is my Superman, people. And probably many others. This was a very tragic thing. This is riding his horse. I believe he was in a competition, and then he falls right off and gets paralyzed from neck down. And it was weird to see Superman. I was older by then, but it was weird to see Superman in a wheelchair. But he definitely, I gotta say, he made the best of his situation. Every time you saw him on TV, he didn't seem like he was down. I know Robin Williams, a good friend of his, was always there. R.I.P. Robin Williams. R.I.P. Christopher Reeve. Was always trying to cheer him up as well. But this was a sad moment. But it was one of those learning moments as a kid that he was paralyzed, neck down, couldn't do probably anything for himself too much, but yet he never looked like he was down. So May 27th, 1995, Christopher Reeve becomes paralyzed from the neck down after falling off his horse. This is I don't know what I was thinking, but this wasn't an awesome week so far. But it was a good week. Or you know what I'm trying to say. May 28th, 2010, Gary Coleman passes away at the age of 42. Very young, very young. Any kid growing up in pretty much the 80s knows about Gary Coleman, Different Strokes. What are you talking about, Willis? Um, Kind of a sad situation. His parents pretty much robbed him of all of his money, took advantage of him, as what most child stars were happening back then. I don't know what's going on with child stars today. I'm pretty sure there's probably more laws and everything else. Um, I know he tried to run for governor, I want to say, of California at one point, like when Arnold was doing it. But here's another pop culture. You got to give him pop culture icon. Catchphrase, great TV show. Uh, he was awesome. And he was gone way too soon. Way, way, way too soon. And it's sad. It really is sad that I know there was probably there's health issues for his short stature. But either way, it was sad that he passed away. But everybody will always remember Gary Coleman for what you're talking about, Willis. And May 28th, 2010, Gary Coleman passes away at the age of 42. May 29th, 1992, Sister Act, starring Whoopi Goldberg, is released in theaters. This movie was great. Sister Act 2, not so much. This movie was great. It kind of, I can't think of another movie where it's to this premise, but it's witness protection. Spoiler alert. She is a lounge singer in Vegas or something. She witnesses I believe it's her boyfriend or her boss commits a crime, and then she gets thrown in the witness protection program. And where's a better place to hide out than you becoming a nun? And I don't even know what the house. I thought I used to know it. I can't remember what it was called. Oh, my mom told me at one point because she went to Catholic school. But Whoopi Goldberg, um, I'm saying yum a lot, is put into the witness protection program, becomes a nun. Uh, Everybody can see that she's a little bit different. Students, everything else. She starts to get the choir back into rhythm at, I want to say, nunnery. I'm just gonna say nunnery. If you know what it is, can you comment down below and correct me? And not a problem. So she's in the nunnery. She gets the chorus back up. I think the second one's more of the kids, but still though, who is it? Kathy Jojimi is like all impressed with her and everything else. She shows these people their voices, and it is just a great, touching movie. May 29th, 1992, Sister Act, starring Whoopi Goldberg, is released in theaters. And our final one is May 30th, 1908. Got some oldies on this one. Mel Blanc is born. You might not know him by name, but this man is known as the Man of a Thousand Voices. Pretty much the biggest one he did was Bugs Bunny. So if you watched Looney Tunes or some other cartoons as well, this man was one of the voices of your childhood. Definitely 100% there. Like I said, some of his roles: Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig. Just great voice roles right there. I, I think he did Yosemite Sam as well. Woody Woodpecker. Awesome, right there. He so many voices. The Wile E. Coyote. Oh yeah, he did talk at one point. Pepe Le Pew. I'm not going to get into that. Marvin the Martian, Tweety, Sylvester. You know, Yosemite Sam, Tasmanian Devil. These are iconic characters that are with us forever. And I don't think we're. And it's so weird when you watch a cartoon as a kid, is you don't hear the voice, but as you get older, I felt I understood the voice, that it was not so much. I recognized the voice. Greatest one is Peter Cullen in my mind. That's He was Optimus Prime. He did the beginning of the Voltron episodes, the narrator. And he just totally sticks out constantly in my mind. And this is another one right here. We all know Bugs Bunny, but do we know the voice? And now we know the voice. So, like I said, I'm going to read off Porky Pig, like I said, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Elmer Fudd, Tweety Bird, Sylvester the Cat, Wile E. Coyote, the Roadrunner, Yosemite Sam, the Sheepdog Sam. If you know, you know. The Tasmanian Devil, Speedy Gonzales, Marvin the Martian, Foghorn Leghorn, I always screw that up, Pepe Le Pew, Charlie the Dog, don't know who that is, and some, and those are just pretty much his Looney Tune voices. I know he did a lot of outside of it as well. So this guy is definitely a cherished childhood classic right here. If you watch Looney Tunes, this is the man that voiced the good majority of them and brought smiles to our faces as children. So that concludes this week in Pop Culture History Review for May 24th to May 30th. And remember to go check out Let's Talk But No Politics Okay. New episodes every Sunday on the BICBP Radio Network, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, and also bonus episodes every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern on the Helium Radio Network. So go check that out and go check out the Facebook page. Like I said, if you have something that you want me to say relating to these, please leave it in the comments on that day for this. And I will definitely put it into this video if you'd like me to, and I will share your memory as well because I enjoy sharing my memories of these. So I will share yours, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. This week in Pop Culture History Review, some great retro gameplay, and also go like the Facebook page and also on Instagram. And with that being said, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.